Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble! Get ready to rumble!
Pump up the jam, yo, pump it up, yo, pump it.
Y'all ready for this?
I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. Move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. Give it up, go.
Welcome to the big show. Simply wake up.
Pump it up while your feet are stumping and the jam is pumping. Look ahead, the crowd is jumping. Pump it up a little more, get the party going on the dance floor. See, 'cause that's where the party's at, and you find out if you do that. I want a place to stay. Get your booty on the floor tonight, make my day. I want a place to stay. Get your booty on the floor tonight, make my day. Pump up the jam, pump up the jam, pump up the jam, pump up the jam, pump it up, up.
The 25 breaks a couple of tackles. And look at him go! And look at him go! He could go all the way.
Hey, you, get out of our way because today is the day we will put you away.
It's fun to stay in the YMCA. It's fun to stay in the YMCA. They have everything for your men to enjoy. You can hang out with all the boys.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Pump up the jam, yo, pump it up, yo, pump it.
Aggressive, be aggressive.
Simply and fuego.
What's up? Razorback time. Razorback time. Razorback time. Go Hogs! Woo! I'm still pumped about that game last night. Y'all lucky I didn't go live this morning. I would have had too much damn energy. I wouldn't have been able to trade. Back to the jam.
Okay, put your phones on, man.
What's up, Daddy B Trading? How we doing? So, first off, hold on. Still jamming some Eddie Murphy. I love how this. You just never know what's coming on after. That's what I love about it. Everyday random song after the intro. Kind of cool. All right, so IXHL, gapping up to 12 here. We got a big gap up. We got a crazy mover out of nowhere. Here's your supernova play. Here's the thing. It depends on how big the gap up here is if I actually take the trade. I'm looking to actually trade IXHL. But it's got to be a big gap up. It's got to be a big gap up. I want to see 12. I want to see another dollar gap up because if you look at the gap ups here, we're getting smaller. We got huge, I say smaller, but this one's bigger than that one. Nah, we'll just call them the same size or close to it, right? This one's from $7, essentially, to open up at $7.90. That one's from, we'll call it, you know, what was the high here? $8.80. We opened up at 10, so $1.20. I don't want 55 cents. I don't want that, because then that leads to me to believe even if we go into one more halt up, it's probably maybe even going to gap down. Like the halts up are going to stop soon. If we get a massive gap up to 12 here again and we roll into another halt up, well, if it's essentially if it's $12 when we open up, I'll see if there's a micro pullback. I doubt there is. You can tell there really hasn't been much on these. It's just been straight up and away. If you open up at 12, you're pretty much just going to race straight up. And as soon as we try to go, we're looking like we're going to a halt, I will then pull that trigger because you want to get a gap up. Just trying to get some small chump change here at lunch. You know, you don't want to party all the time. But, you know, Eddie's girl just loves to party all the time. Sorry, I'm trying to get my, there it is. My charts and everything over here all set up. I'd go in like 1,000 shares. Oh, open up at 14 would be nutso. I want 14. What's up, K-Slick, though? Cousin Greg, we gonna party all the time. That's right. Jay, how we doing? But you do, I do. I mean, not all the time anymore. I'm getting too old for that shit. Man, but if we gap up huge here, team, I am so going in on this if we run into another gap up. Because we may just start flying. You know, this may just start, everyone's starting to move over to it. But the thing is, there's such low volume. That's why I probably only am going to go in actually like maybe 500 shares. Because I doubt 1,000's even going to get filled. You know what? I'll just test out the waters here. We'll just do 123 shares. I'm just kidding. Do some random shares. Oh, I like y'all. I like how y'all guys like the song. I mean, you got a little Rick James in the background, you know, producing the music, and he's got to get his singing in. You know, he was coked out of his mind, probably. Like, hold on, Eddie Murphy, I got to get mine in. Hold on, let me get on this mic. They're gonna party now. Eddie's just like, you do it, man. You get in here. Whatever. Let's see here. Talk to me about Tesla. Okay. You want to know about Tesla? Tesla. Real quickly on IXHL, we halted up at 6 after and 6 seconds. 6 after and 6 seconds. That means it's a 10-minute halt's going to come live here, which a lot of... Let me go to the 1-minute time frame. They have been 10-minute halts. Some have been longer and weird, actually. Now, I'm in a 1-minute time frame. Okay, this is a little sketchy, actually, so I may only do like 100 shares to just test the waters here, just to see if I'm right on the gap strategy here. Anyway, let's go to Tesla. It's very sketchy. There's not a lot of share. There's not a lot of volume on IXHL. I just want to stay on it for now to see if we do gap up, and if we run into another halt up, I'm going to test that. In my theory, if we have a big gap up here, team, and it's another massive size gap up, traders are now going to start. They're slowly but surely moving over to this, and you can see that every time we move. Or open up, I guess I should say, it's immediately going flying up and traders are just buying it. It's just one of those plays where momentum takes over. If this opens up that high, it probably is just going to race up to 15 is my point and halt up again or something along those lines. Anyway, Daddy B, we have this unparalleled shelfie that when we have a new bear flag, it's almost at the low from earlier. It'd be better if it was. But the lower VWAP band's slowly giving way, which most likely means it's not going to move down too drastically. But I would say watch for that 239, you know, low of day crack, 239 if you want to go a little bit higher, 239.35 shelf crack, down to 238.85, and then etc. down more. That would, and then the other thing to be looking for is this micro downtrend break right here, boss. So I would start it right there. I wouldn't try to start it up at the high or any of that jazz. You can see this is the trend we're in right now. That's the downtrend line right there, baby boy. Pixie getting some volume here too as well. I saw this one rolling. Just play the trend line on Pixie. There's your trend line right here on Pixie. The uptrend channel you can see is this right here. Now there was originally a trend line down here. You can tell. If you want to put that one in, you can as well. And Daddy B, so watch for that downtrend break back up to 241. Over 241 to the VWAP, 242 area. Over 242, if and when we can kind of clear that. There's a little bit over 242. That's when we could race up a little higher. Those upper and lower VWAP bands are running pretty parallel to one another and sideways, which means for the most part, this thing's probably not going to move too much. honestly, unless crazier volume does start spiking into this, or pushing into this, I guess I should say. Hadn't heard that song in a long time. Yeah, it's a classic. It's a classic. Real quickly though, I will say holy dumps today on NVDA and hope to gish gollies. I barely got a little of this earlier. That's why I alerted you guys. NVDA, I said under low of day, watch for the short. Came down, barely double bottomed off of it, and I was busy, of course, and I was trying to alert as much as I could. I was on a Zoom anyway. Was doing the work with the house stuff. I saw this and I was like, oh my gosh, when it bounced up, I meant to alert to you guys, hey, this is perfect. It bounced up. If it cracks now, it really just, this is where I say that, the demon kind of shows its face, right? Or whatever. It shows its face. That's it. That's showing you how much support's there when you bounce up. Because you just scroll back in time and you're just looking at, like, say, this right there before it cracks, right? Well, it's hard for me to get in there tight. So there you go. Boom, right? You're going, oh, yeah, please crack. And then just dumped. We just staircased down. This was huge. This is where I got a little piece of the pie. And same with Meta. Meta was gorgeous as well, team. I said under low of day, watch for more short. It was beautiful as well. And I went to Microsoft. I was like, that is not Meta. I was like, that is not Meta. And it had the same kind of shelf built in earlier, but at the same time. And they both dumped at the same time. So this is where I made, that's the little bit of extra money for the morning. I couldn't help but short AMPE. It's funny. AMPE actually came back up and has been a wonky mover. This will end up being a gorgeous short all the way down to 230. I just took this opening bell move because I had to go, essentially, get away from trying to kind of trading. I tried to. I mean, it was funny when, anyway, I was back and forth talking, and I'd be like looking and I'd alert to you guys, and I forgot. I was like, it was Jalen in chat. Was like, I thought you said you're gonna say goodbye like 8 times. I was like, well, it's hard. I love when days like I love days like today. That's what was hard for me, and I hated I couldn't stream live this morning. I wanted to. I literally forgot all about what I had to do that this morning. I'm gonna go back to a 1 minute time. So I'm gonna stay in the 1 minute time frame. I'm gonna go back to IXHL again. Halted up at 6 after 6 seconds. This has a little less than a minute to go. Let's see if it goes live. What's up, GI Jane? Watching IXHL right now to see if we get a long opportunity and get some craziness here. I want to go in small. Hasn't had a lot of volume, as you can tell here, so it'd be one of those things you want to get a good-sized gap up. Looks like we're getting one here. What's up, Willie? Down first. Eliuli's 11:20. We're going for a halt down. Going for a halt down. Won't be going long there. Did get the gap up. We got the gap up, but we went down, that up. We went down, that up. Tesla has Cybertruck event. Ooh, Tesla. When is that today? At some point? Surprised it pulled back. It's been choppy. I'm not a big fan of Tesla today. I wasn't a big fan of Tesla today overall. The last 2 days did provide you with some good movement. I will say that, but today's back to where it kind of was the days before where I'd stopped trading Tesla. It reminds me of last week into Monday where Tesla was, well, I guess last Wednesday we did have that. I forgot that premium dumpage at the opening bell. But there's been a lot of chop more so with Tesla over the last few days. Today was one of them again. Yeah, that's why I'm surprised it pulled back today. I remember talking about this on Tuesday. Someone was talking about that event. I'm surprised I forgot yesterday saying, like, because I've noticed it in the past with Tesla, there's usually a lead up and it builds up and builds up into that event. So I'm surprised it actually has gone down the last 2 days. That's why I was saying that. All right. So what else is moving here? SNGX, I would say probably for the most part, let's go back to a 3 minute now. Probably done for the day. It's got to get over 2. That's the only possibility. I don't play this chop, but if it gets over 2, this could turn into a fun run. Smiffle, not done for the day. This is one that's kind of been more of a slow and steady trader. It was up and then it was down. I honestly thought it was about to die off here. It held the VWAP, $3 bounce right on the VWAP essentially, then back up and then it's down. Thought it was probably over, honestly, for the second time. So I'm done counting Smiffle out. I'm calling it Smiffle because, of course, my last name Smith, but then Smart for Life, whatever you want to call it. But I would say if this cracks under 430, watch for the pullback down to 390 area, and underneath that down to the VWAP. It's for me, again, for long, which is just it's in between such a large area to where to go long. That is your better long. Down yonder in the Chattahoochee, it gets hotter than a hoochie coochie. 355 would be your bounce area, essentially, to me, to around 375. Somewhere in there to be safe. Let's see here. Yep. Yes, depends on what time frame you're in, but yes, I'll give it some bull flagness. It's about to crack that bull flag. It looks a little bit better in the 5-minute time frame in a bull flag, in my opinion. You get a little bit longer out, and it just looks a little wonky. It looks like we're more in a channel now if you get a little further out. I like it in the 5. That looks bull flag 100%. Again, what bull flags look like, team: lower lows and lower highs along the way. That's what those look like. Good call, Paula. Paula, you've been killing it. Been watching a lot of charting, Paula. You've been in here for a minute, Paula. What do I know? At least you're in what's still? I'd go at least 2 years minimum, somewhere around there. Well, definitely a year and a half minimum because of the seminar. But you've been in like at least half a year before that, in my opinion. I can't remember fully, but I try to remember you guys. So you can see here too, right here at the bottom of that bull flag basing out. We're at right here, team. So I'll give it actually here. You know what? I'll give it here, and I won't go candlestick confirmation for once. I'll say, you know what? Well, them little lower shadows are coming down to candlestick confirm over here. So it's which candlestick confirm you want to trust or look at. It's below that is when we start pulling back. We'll call her 420 for now. Smoker's paradise over here. 3 years. Yeah, I thought it was tough. That was right. 2 minimum. I had a feeling. All right, so let's try to find. Team, it's so far down, but boy, NVDA just seems like it has one last leg in it. I did this though in my trading the other day on Meta, and it was kind of like a back and forth around. Was it yesterday actually? Where it was like at the end of the day there. And if you look back at Meta yesterday, go back to Meta, right here, that dip right there. So it wasn't that big. It looked like it had more room to run, but it never did. The only reason I would say this does is because that lower VWAP band is still going down. So NVDA team, the one cool lunch trade I would say is under 365.60, 50. Well, the low is 365.50 for the move through 365 down to 364, possibly 363.60 area. Is where that lower band is currently at right now. So watch for that under 365.50 for just more dumpage. I would imagine. I say dumpage, but one last round. All right, so got that on watch. Put that over in the deck lobby. If you do an NVDA, you can do shares, but I probably wouldn't. Cost a lot, so I'll do 460, 546 to 250 contracts. Yeah. Expiration date Friday. Expiration date on Friday. I got your heyo. Listen to what I say, yo. NVDA could be coming up soon here. I really wish it would just. I wish it would bounce off of 365.50. Give me that double tap right here and come back up for a minute. Give me that double tap. Give me a double tap. Come on up. What's up, Finster? IXHL, did it come down again? Woo! It will probably halt around, team. It will probably I would imagine we probably get one more halt up. I would imagine we do something again on IXHL. I would imagine one more round, possibly. There we go. There's a double tap. That's good enough. Go on. Do it. I wouldn't count min M out just because, and I did not know, team. I went out to the land yesterday. Had to put the anyway. Well, I went out there and went to see the owner's land and his property and checked out all the cool shit he does. He's gonna build a house too. I've kind of determined that. I didn't know for sure if I'm like, yep, I definitely want him to. He has horses and all the customization, which I love that I know he won't. Anyway, he's OCD like me and everything's all like perfectly and he's all Mr. Perfection. Not say perfect, you know what I mean though. It's like he went into his shop and I'm like, oh god, what's the yellow black? No, it's not Black and Decker. What's the yellow team? The yellow tools, the yellow and black tools. I was like, are you sponsored by them? I'm like, holy, but it was like you're in a shop or like an ad. It was like you're an ad for them. D-Walt, D-Walt, yeah. He just had D-Walt. It was just perfect all over his shop. I was like, bro, you were just like me. Anyway, it was funny. I was like, you were definitely building my house too. But anyway, it was awesome. Very, very pretty. Yeah, he has like a house. Anyway, beautiful house, obviously. He has like this house, and he has a house, but then behind the house, you could tell it's a guest house with a shop on the side. He's got horses and all this land. He's big into horses and showing horses. So he has this massive, beautiful barn. Then above the barn, he took me up there, and he's got like, like a kind of like my bonus room will be. It's got the pool table. It's like a man cave. I'm like, so this is when you're in a fight and slash you're in the dog house. This is your dog house. But it's nice. It was like he has a whole master bedroll. I was like, it was cool though. I was like, man, this is awesome. Anyway, but yeah, it was funny. I was like, damn, are you sponsored by them? You got DeWalt City in here. But my point being, do not forget about Minim, because we could possibly, the fact that this spiked up on earlier in the day, though, is why I don't know we'll get the full move from Minim that VVOS gave us, because by lunchtime, we had already made this move up. Yeah, we were coming down, but we channeled up all through lunch, right? And then I was gone. I left the house literally like right as this started going crazy, which is crazy when I look back in time. Like, man, this is like right when I left yesterday. It's crazy to think about. Y'all were watching this and having fun, and I was having fun. I was, just like, man, I cannot wait to build my house now. But anywho. Yeah, so just keep Minim on watch because of that. VVOS didn't give us day 2, but VVOS tomorrow. I'm going to go over to Dex Lobby now. VVOS, keep on high watch for tomorrow for mid-kennel breakout setup, especially if we hold 20. So if we hold 20 here, team, I know I've got lines from yesterday, but right here, 20. If we can hold 20, 19, whatever the high of day was before we started spiking, that would be so crucial. Looks like we're going to. No volume really doesn't seem to be taking this anywhere at this point. IXHL, hold on real quickly, team. IXHL looking to gap down to 880. Jiminy Christmas. Let's see here. What we got. Finsta though. How we doing, Rainbow Benz? Thank you, Judging. Will you get any of you under 465? So that's the only way we'll get into. Gotcha. Other one I'll get into. Gotcha. No, you got it. No, I'm gonna get in under 4. As soon as I see low of day get created is where I would jump in for that. We may find low of day here. This might be it, because that lower VWAP band, especially if we push back up to 468, I bet that lower VWAP band then starts to turn sideways more, and then make me maybe not want to take that trade anymore. Yeah, Paul, I know it's crazy. That's why I'm going to watch the level 2. I have the level 2 right here. But VVOS, keep that on McKinnell set up for tomorrow. Minim, keep this on watch in case it does hold up low of day here and U-shapes back around through VWAP to 8. It's got to get over 10. I think everyone can see it's got to get over 10. SNGX, do not do this during lunch hour, small caps. This reminds me of the good old days of old where I'm like, oh boy, here we go. All right, SNGX, okay, we got AM going up, okay, over to Smithville now, so just keep your eye on all these. Look at this, team. Look at this. 1 mil, 9 mil, 500K, 600K. Okay, 19 mil, but still for 35 cent stock, that's super low. 400K, 400K, 2.1 mil, 600K, 1.6 mil, 3. I mean, are you kidding me? That's when small caps move. That's the other big thing. Besides just news, when we have what I talked about, news meaning something again, or volume, which we're getting today, it's just spread out everywhere, are low flow plays. DeWalt. Thank you, Rainbow Benz, Cosmic, K-Slick. Let's see here. Daddy be trading. What time frame would you be in at this point of the day? 3 minutes. So 3 minute or 5 minute. Depends on what you're looking at. I'm in a 3 or 5 minute across the board. 3 or 5 minute across the board. Smiffle, watch for the trend line crack. Smiffle, watch for the trend line to VWAP crack. Smiffle, watch for trend line to VWAP crack. All right. What do we got? What's up, Taff? How we doing? And Taff, hopefully, real quickly, Taff, if you're listening, so I'm going to break it down for you. I feel like I do this every day, so everyone else just plug your ears right now if you're listening. If you don't want to listen to me. Okay, so Taff, about the morning voice alerts, they are done through, and I think I got your number possibly and got you signed up. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure I usually get you in right away. But Taff, essentially, what the morning voice alerts are they're done through WhatsApp. So I send I get your number right away when you sign up for the morning voice alert. So I immediately add you to WhatsApp. The invite gets sent. Check your WhatsApp. You accept it. You're in. So then, boom, you just go to that AK47 voice alerts or whatever it says every morning. I'm sure you have your notifications on as well. Like it's a text messaging essentially, or messaging, SMS messaging, app. And so you're getting those, and it's me talking, right? So I'm sure you heard. I don't know if you heard them this morning, but it's me talking. So every day. Daddy B. Oh, awesome. Yeah, I've been doing these since August, man. So I wish Ivana's not been in chat, but there's a guy, Ivana, in chat. There's a few others, but Ivana in chat has made, was up like 15K in the first, it was up over 10K in the first 2 weeks. Now, everyone's different, how big they trade and what they're trading, but I love I have to have I need to get a testimonial because I've got, I made 400 on my first trade. I made 800 on this, so here's like an example of them, so I can just give you guys again what they are every morning. Blippity bloopity blap. Let's go to, I have what to watch. It always ends with what to watch or what I'm looking to trade. I wasn't trading today because I was gone, but I'm always looking to trade, and we're always killing. Opening bell. So let's just, I've all the small caps. Minim, Agri, CMND. What happened to Agri too, by the way? What happened? Oh, there it is at 113. Okay, it dumped. Woo, baby. Anyway, ADTX. What happened to ADTX? That was my other one that I was looking to go for a short. Baby. All right. And AMP was my other one, but AMP actually tried to stay up. Anyway, so let's just go to like SPY, boss. All right, you like Tesla? You just said Daddy be trading, so here you go. And to Tesla team here, Tesla, I would wait to short under yesterday's low of day if I'm going for a short, in my opinion, but starter could start at 244. Under 244 to 243, yesterday's low of day also was a lot of resistance. Would have been a great short at the opening bell, right? Pull back down to 242, under 242 to 241.50. Hold on, let's go over that again. Sorry, I fast-forwarded. And to Tesla team here, Tesla, I would wait to short under yesterday's low of day if I'm going for a short, in my opinion, but starter could start at 244. Under 244 to 243, yesterday's low of day also was a lot of resistance in the past week plus. Under 243, watch for a pullback down to 242. Under 242 to 241.50. Under 241.50, back down to 240. Under 240, down to 238.30 area. 238.30, 238.50, 238.75 rule would be my low of day on Tesla. Come on, Tesla! Way back up. Don't go down anymore. 680 for a pop to 247. And then I'll go to the top side. 247 to 247.65. Over 247.65 to 248, 248.30 area. Over that to 249. Over 249, we can pop to 250. 250 to yesterday's high of day of 250.75. Somewhere in that range, it will be the high of day. Where exactly could be two. There you go, bro. So that's kind of what you're getting every day. You know you go, Toffee. Laffy Taffy. Daddy, oh yeah. I started those in August. Yeah, August I started those. Had a kind of like my trade alert challenge that I've been doing. When I started that in October, which you missed, I think you missed that. I talked about that. Maybe you were around when I know you were around, but I don't know if you remember that. But I was talking about that back in May. Me doing a trade every alert challenge. I started that in October. I'm around 100. I got to go back again. Like I said, I didn't do that. I didn't have time yesterday, and I haven't traded. Or I should say, I traded. Was it 3 times a day? I think it's 3 times a day. I don't think I got anything else or for a 4th time. Anyway, I'm somewhere around 173 wins and 16 losses. I know it's 16 losses. I know that one. I've got to go back and remember for sure how many wins it is, but it's over 170 wins. So it's like 173 win, whatever it is now, something like that. I don't know. Lost yesterday at lunch. That's why I probably most likely, and I got to be careful. I think I lost. Yeah, right. It was yesterday at lunchtime that I lost with you guys, right? I did try to do a trade on the SPY again. I hate the damn SPY. That damn SPY. Hurts my head. So sometimes I'm like, how do you guys trade the SPY? It's so choppy. It's such a choppy one. Woo! IXHL team. Holy patrolies. Oh, they dump out of Ruski. We are looking to open up maybe at $5 gap down right here. Oh, God. And then when we have SNGX halted up here, I just noticed as I put, I'm telling you. Well, I mean, come on. What do we got going on here? SNGX halt. Yes. Thank you, Paul. Yeah, now so back to that. Thank you, Paul. That's what I'm saying. Thank you for you guys alerting that. Again, look at the random low float plays. DBGI, 400K. Pixie, 400K. RKDA, 1.7. NUZE, 500K. I mean, that's all that's showing up on my breakout scanner. All right, team, come on here. I'm waiting. I like NVDA for now. Let's go over to some of these other plays and just kind of snoop around. Spy, little chop. I mean, that's just super chop right there to start the day. And even when you kind of crack low of day, it's just a choppier play. It's just some days you get good movement from the Spy, and like now we're in this chop zone. It's pretty inconsistent. I would say look for this low of day crack though. You know, it's built up a pretty nice little boot heel right here, nice little heel right here, like the pretty little, and watch for more movement down. I would say watch for it to pull back through because this is yesterday's low of day. Oh, ooh. Oh, not yesterday low of day. Under what is this? My bad. Tuesday's a low of day, right? If I can do math. Under Tuesday. All right, so Spy, watch for that. Watch for that. Meta, not like it. I have Meta up right now. I'm not the biggest fan of where Meta's at in the charting overall. I'm just like, man, it's where it's just not. It's not built up anything, and you're kind of sitting out sideways to the right. I would say let's go through some of these plays. NVDA, that's what we're looking at, obviously, for the short, which is still looking pretty decent as of right now. Microsoft, haven't looked at you in a while. How are you? Same kind of like Meta. You're kind of in the in-between zone. There was really nothing to. You have to wait for this low of day crack. Would be more. Then at that point, you're still kind of chasing, kind of like we might be with NVDA. But it'd be about the only trade you're looking at getting here. How's NFLX today? I haven't looked at you in a while. Yeah, kind of in the middle zone. Nothing really there. Maybe a trend line crack. Maybe a squeeze over this area. That 74.20 through the VWAP could be a good trade. Haven't looked at Apple or AMD. I very rarely look at these guys just because there's sometimes not a lot of movement there. Let's just see. I like to go back and do this right now, kind of when it's slower, team, honestly. Let's do this. Let's do that. Let's do Apple real quickly. And I want to see what I call low of day on Apple.
Alphabetical under 189. That's been the low over the past week. That's been the low. So you have to go back to Friday before last, and it was pretty much great support on that Thursday and Friday before last, which would be the 16th and 17th of November. So under 189 to those lows of that day, which would be right around 188.75 to 188.50. Underneath that to 188. Under 188, we could get one last pullback, in my opinion, down to 187.50ish area, and that would be my low of day.
All right. So
Down
there
the
you go.
top.
I tell you right now, I did not call NVDA getting this low.
75 that I would trade NVDA again, kind of like Netflix. It's in a gross area in a chop zone. Under 475 is where I would go short. Now to the top side, back over 4.
Which is funny. Look how much it went under 475. What's the short I say?
Under 480 down to 478.75. And you see, 477. Under 477 to 476.50. Under 476.50 to 476. Under 476 to 475. It's under 475 that I would trade NVDA again, kind of like Netflix. It's in a gross area in a chop zone. Under 475 is where I would go short. Now to the top side, back over for a pop T. We have room up to 4 choppier day. So if it's a choppier day, most likely 475 to 476 will be your low, and we don't get any higher than 487.50 to 480.
It wasn't a choppier day. The NVDA just dumped. Same with Meta. Like Meta, I probably don't know if I called that low. Meta, you know, and that's what I always say. I say, well, and I've called those out. So Daddy B Trading, TAF. When I call out low of day, like 475, and then especially when I say short under 475, that usually I'm trying to come up with those reversal areas as best I can. And then if it actually ever gets below my low of day, like say if I say again low of day is gonna be 475 for NVDA, if you ever crack that, it is going to dump. Tesla the other day is a great example. Actually, a couple of days ago, my high of day on Tesla this day was, I think it was around this area. There was 247 if I wasn't. No. What was it? What was it this day, team? It was around 2. I forgot what it was. I think it was this area. I think it was 242. 240. I think it was somewhere in this. Regardless, it was somewhere in this area. I think it was 241 if I go back and think about it, because I think it was the bottom part of it because it ended up holding it. But look how much we went. You know, it's like every time we get over my high of day that I think we're gonna get, I call them out pretty good. Like a couple of days ago, like Wednesday. No, it was Tuesday. Tuesday's high of day on the SPY. I called it out almost on the dot, which was 4. We'll go back to the SPY. I'm pretty sure it was Tuesday when we hit 450. It was the previous Wednesday's high of day. Yeah, so it was Tuesday. I hit that perfectly. My point is, if you ever get over that, what I call out, it's gonna fly. Same for the bottom side, like for NVDA, right? I said, like I said, 475 is going to be your low of day. But if we ever crack 475, which we kind of fluctuated through right that area, which is kind of weird. I mean, once we get my point, it was just holy flushing meadows. Holy flushing meadows, all you New Yorkers up there, yeah? Let's go back to SNGX. SNGX, let's go back to this. Oh, we're halted up again? Are we halted up again here, team? SNGX, okay. Sorry, team, was going over that. 187.50, thank you, J Webb. Drew, BMO. I like a BMW. Very slow play. BMO, if you want to know anything about it, Mr. Drew. Very slow play. I would go over $82. Watch for this upper shadow at $82.20, and then you have room to take off. Has been resistance as you kind of look back in, actually, the last couple of weeks here, has been pretty strong resistance. Over at that $82.20 mark, $82.50 is next. Over that up to about $82.75, and then $83. Slower play, so it very rarely gets big movements. You know, usually you can see what you're getting most days. Not a lot. But that would be what you'd be looking for if you did get that move up. And, of course, then you get over this 83 mark. Then you've got real room to run again. 83.35 up to about 83.85 after that. Possibly up to 84. To the bottom side, most likely if you crack back under the shelf at 81.50, 60 area, you're going to see a pullback to 81.45. Under 81.45 in yesterday's high of day, that's when we have some room to run down to 81.25, potentially 81.10. Then to 81. Under 81, that's where we could get some decent pullback, in my opinion. There's really nothing holding up 80, 85, 80. This area right here a little bit, but then we just kind of plummet down to 80.65. Another good pullback to 80.45. You know, they're slow and steady. This is more of a slow and steady play, but that's kind of the areas that I'd be looking for. Very slow, very low volume. You get these random spurts here and there. Gotcha, earnings, yeah. Well, in earnings, just play the trend. You know, if it squeezes over 82 and 83, you know you're going up. You crack back below 80, especially 81, you know, you're probably coming back down. That'd be my two. Min M still not done. Min M is still not done. Min M is now U-shaping, boy. Here we go. All right, so we got Min M trying to get over the VWAP here. It's got to get over the VWAP and hold the VWAP. We're going to go back to SNGX. Here's DGBI. Oh, that was earlier. That was earlier, right? 40 after. No, it just happened again. That was DBGI again. Okay, cool. That's what I thought. I just want to make sure that did just hit the breakout scanner. Go to SNGX. Thank you guys for keeping track of this one. Halted up at 38 after and 27 seconds. 38 after and 27 seconds will be live if it's a 5-minute halt at 43 after. At 43 after and 27 seconds. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh. So, Genie, price target for a long. Over high of day here, over 195. It's probably going to go parabolic, honestly. I'll pull up the level 2 here to see where we're going to open up at. SNGX. 185. So, not much of a gap up. So, this isn't one. It's going to be one more of those ones. I would love for it to start doing this again. I would then trust it for a play. You know, you go back to a 1-minute time frame, and when we came out of a live halt, we didn't do a lot right away. It was a little sketchy, I'm sure, for those that were wanting to take profit. Like, oh, I thought we were going to go up or gap up. We're going to probably do the same thing again until we clear, in my opinion, and this is where I would look to go long, Gina, is over that high of day of 195. Over 195 is that's your key. You know, over that, and go back in past chart history here. You go over 2. You've got room to about 225, over 225 to 240, over 240 to 265. These lines in. Boom. Put that one in first. We'll work with that one. We are live with no gap up. Live with no gap up. Pulled back a little bit here. Now we're up and all over the place. Up and all over the place. Up and all over the place. So we got actually min-M up over the VWAP and holding. So we have SNGX here trying to get to new high of day. There's your there's your $2 touch. There's your $2 touch. Let's see if we can get over it. So here's SNGX up to 2. It's such a, I'm sorry, but that's why I hate. I'll probably eventually get rid of Trade Ideas team. I only like their scanners. That's why I'm gonna see if I can't get a deal from them. Otherwise, I'm gonna be like, yo, y'all's charting is terrible. Your scanners are faster than your charts. See, it says more of a slow and steady mover here, so that's why I'm not going to trade SNGX. It had that gap halt strategy earlier on where it was gapping and going. Did you take anything today? Yeah. So AMP early on, boss. I alerted this to you guys, and there's more pullback on AMP. I alerted this to you guys in chat under $3, and it was before I had to leave. I was like, man, there's no way I can't. This looks like it's about to dump. So I took this nice little gain right there. Came back a little bit later on, alerted you guys. I'll show you at the same time. We had NVDA and Meta both cracked their low of day, and it was my alert in chat. Right here at the same time, about 9:40 my time, I said, watch for, well, I said it before that. I said it somewhere through here is where I said it. And then it cracked afterwards. So this area, and see the same thing on NVDA. NVDA cracked a little bit before Meta did, so it was honestly pretty awesome. So I got NVDA to start dumping on down, which was the same area. See, look, right here, under that low of day was my crack area. On down, so there's some pie for me. There was some pie for me, and Ampage gave me a little pie right through here. Not much, but it was a 40. It was about a 40 cent. Well, I got about 30 out of it really in the end, but it did go down to 260. I should have stayed in it longer for the reversal, but I just had to leave. I could have gotten way more. Well, I say way more, but I could have gotten more out of it. Those were my 3 trades for the day. Let's see here. You got it though, Drew. Cat himself. There you go, Catty Boy. Gino, what should be price target for SNGX long? I would wait for over 2. Don't forget, you got to wait for over 2. You got to wait for over 2 to ever get in that. And then the price target would be 235. And we're halted down. Mafia, hey boss, congratulations on almost being a homeowner. Yes, it's getting there. We're getting really close. I cannot wait. I made about 2K on LabU yesterday. Sold it after the hit the higher, about 12%. Wondering when I should go long again. Any suggestions? I'll take about 12% of that 2K actually. So that'll be come out to about, what's that, 200? What, $240 I think you owe me on that LabU. That will come into my. If you want to go with the whatever Federal Credit Union bank account, whichever one you want to do, you know, it's up to you, boss. It's up to you. It's up to you. Up to you. 240, I think that is. That's 12%. I think that's 12%. Let me. Is that? I do the math, team. I'm just trying to do math. Is that 12% of 2K? 240. Right. I'm trying over here in my head. My head does kind of hurt today. LabU. Oh, that was your play that you kind of was saying watch for the long, right? And then you got this the last couple of days. When should you go long again, Mr. Handsome Friend of Mine? Well, I do like 380, but I think it's going to crack that if we test it, in my opinion. I would go long at 370 to 3. I don't want to give you too big of a range because this doesn't move a ton. You know, pick your poison. You want to go in at 370 or you want to go in down here at 335. 335. That would be one of the things I'd be looking for. Also has this multi-day uptrend. Another reason why I think it's going to crack that area. It's got this uptrend kind of look to it, right? So, you know, maybe the longer it holds up, 370. You know, the longer it holds up here, mate, 370. But if it cracks today there, yeah, probably go down to that 335, 340 area. Make sense? Does that make sense, boss? Well, there goes our short on, looks like we're U-shaping on NVDA, and we found our bottom. Are you going to be a first-time home? No, not a first-time, G.I. Jane, but my wife is going to be. So we may just put my wife's name. I don't know. We're trying to figure out what to do. I mean, because I know that helps out if you're a first-time buyer. Anyway. So we'll see. See what we do on this one. My wife is, because I know sometimes you'll get some benefits and stuff. You know, it does apply for rural construction, which is awesome. And so we're gonna find some, some holes here and there to get some extra. But yeah. But appreciate it though, Mafia, and of course G.I. Jane. I'm just looking forward to a forever home. That's what we're looking forward to. Having the forever home. Tired of the neighborhoods. Like last night, it was warm yesterday. I got my Christmas stuff up. Anywho, I was looking out. We have a picnic table, and you can kind of look out, over to the right and the left, and you can just see everything when you're on the picnic table. You just see everyone's backyard, right? Even though we have privacy fences, you can just see everything. I'm like, I cannot wait. Because I've kind of walked it out in our neighborhood, how long how wide our lot will be. And we have the back two lots, so no one will be to the left of us. There'll only be someone to the right of us. And then, of course, houses in front of us, but everyone gets 3 acres, so we'll only see, where we put the house, we'll see 1, 2, we'll probably see 3 houses. Maybe only 2, maybe 3. We won't see our neighbors to the right. Our house will be off the lot enough, and we'll have some trees out in the front yard, so we won't really even see the neighbors, because of the road and wide width, and everyone's got massive, a lot of land, and so the houses are further off the road, and yeah, that's what I look forward to the most. That right there, of course, having a big, beautiful home. I don't know, it'll be hard. The land or the home? What do I like and want more? That's a toughie. SNGX looking like it's going to gap down here, team, to about the 160 mark. Gap down to about 160. Let's see here. Perfect. Yes, Mafia, you got it. Count himself. I got out of my meta puts at 238 bounce, which was probably the right call at the time, but then it tanked. How else could I have played that for the max profit? Just get back in, boss. Just get back in. There's always more pieces of the pie. You think the pie got all eaten by all your family members. But Thanksgiving was such a long day, and there's 14 freaking pies. So you go back in there and get you a big ass shovel. I don't know what the pie cutter pies. What is that little scoop with the pie thing? Is it just a pie cutter and you pull it out with the pie cutter? Is that what it's just called, a pie cutter? Because I cut it with the pie, but I pick it up with the pie cutter too, I guess, right? Anyway, and so you just got to go back in for another round, boss. Find a good area and reshort it. I wish I could have stayed in NVDA all the way down to 360 or 466, but 'tis what she is, my friend. And so that's just what I always teach, keep going back in. If there are setups, and sometimes there are, and sometimes there are not. Oh, there's Daddy and Daddy B trading. So we got Daddy, there you go, Daddy, and Daddy B. See, I was talking to Daddy B yesterday about you, Daddy, saying there is another Daddy in chat, because it used to be just Daddy B trading. And now we got Daddy. So now we got, hey, Daddy, and we got Daddy B trading. And then Daddy be changing diapers for sure. Daddy, oh, no. Am I getting SNGX? Oh, no. If it goes over 2 and gets parabolic, I will. I mean, this is to me parabolic. This is what I want to see. Again, I want round 2. Since then, this has been chop and gross. Then a nice, slow and steady kind of a normal play. Although we've halted up twice, out of those halt ups, we haven't gone parabolic. And so that's what I want to see. That makes sense, Daddy? Daddy, who's your daddy? True, I felt like I was chasing at that point. Yeah, that's fine. And you'll get over that over time, Cat. You know what? watch these a little bit more and more and more so and go, okay, if it builds up a good setup, like Meta did in that kind of low of day crack or NVDA, and you've already got out, then you reattack it. You know, there are certain parameters you want to look at and say, okay, if you can check off, you know, this applies, this applies, this applies. It's got a good setup. Lower VWAP band starting to go down, or is still slowly moving down a little bit. Just multiple things that maybe you can look at. Go back to see if there's any support there. Blah 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 blah. Like I was just kind of doing the check mark list and going, man, this is going to pull back more. Again, did I think from 370 or 470, 360 area on down all the way to low of day 460, 550? Nah. Concrete, what's up, Daddy? And Concrete Trader, I think that's another one I've been talking about too. Just so you want to voice alerts, I know Daddy be trading. Taff, I'm pretty sure Concrete. I thought it was you, but weren't you one of them that signed up with the voting voice alerts? And like in the first day, you made like $400 or something. If I'm mistaken, I might be, but I thought you were another one of the ones. Concrete Trader, you were one that signed up for them, and you made money on your first day. Smiffle still not done either, team. So we're going to do the roundabout, I'd imagine, for the rest of the day here. Smiffle cracks that uptrend channel. You'd think you're okay below the VWAP. We're in a crack. Oh, not so fast, my friend. That's letting you know in a lot of these plays we are bullish. And so, hey, be careful shorting, at least on Smiffle, SNGX, in my opinion, for the time being. NBSE and AMP, those are going to be a little bit more of the choppier plays. NBSE ran earlier. They're kind of up and down and inconsistent. I doubt they last as long. SNGX would be my number one. Smiffle and MinM would be my number twos. Just MinM because of how much it's still up on the day. I'm not counting it out yet unless we crack under this low of day 550 area. Boom, shakalaka. Boom, shakalaka. Boom, shakalaka. Am I missing anything here, team? I like NVDA. SPY, I'm sure you're looking for this. Maybe this little. It's probably not going to. My point being, SNGX is now live. I would say if you're looking for a short under 454, watch for a move down to 454 or 453.75. Maybe low of day test. SNGX needs to hold. Man, it's hard to say. I'd go with about 140 or it's going to pull back more. I think 140 is your area. Voice search, yes, maybe. Awesome. Love to hear that, boss. Love hearing it. I don't know what's going on with the internet here recently because let me go ahead and just check this again. I've been running into this lately with you guys, and I've kind of noticed that there may be some lag sometime because it's saying I'll go back to YouTube. It says warning. It says I have good stream status is good, not excellent. It says the stream's current bit rate is essentially too low. You know, they went bit rate of 6,800, and I'm at like 2,500. Internet speed though right now is this. Even with everything I have going on, there's my internet speed. Now that's down. Let's see what upload is. That's still not bad. I don't ever get that much higher than that anyway. Oh man, that's so odd. So I'm sorry if there's a little bit of a lag or just on the streaming end team. Maybe we'll look into something else here eventually as far as what else to use. We'll see if there's anything. I don't know if like Twitch or anything like that would be faster and quicker than YouTube and easier. I don't know. I need to look into it though. Where do you think the bottom is on Goog, Daddy B? Oh, Daddy B, guess what? That is Concrete Trade. Concrete Trade is one. That's a good question. That's a good question, Daddy B. I added actually, and if there's a different ticker you want me to add in, I'll go over these day in, day out. If there's a different ticker that you trade or you want me to go over, just let me know. And I'll add it in. How low can Goog go? Let's go back to a 15-minute. But this is Concrete Trader's baby. And I did not see Goog getting this low. I really don't see it. I mean, honestly, 133. 133 to possibly 132.80. I'll go 133 to 132.80. 133 to 132.80. It's got it. Let me look at it over here on my chart as well. I'll just pull it up right here to see where that lower VWAP band's at. Boy, that lower VWAP band is still trying to go low. I don't know if it changed. Like a lot of these plays, they've been seeing this recently, like NVDA. NVDA is not going to see 463. I just don't think it's going down $5 before the end of the day again. When they start rounding out toward the bottom, like Meta here, see how it rounds out, now it's shaped out. That's why I wouldn't trade Meta now. Wait, when you see that with Goog eventually, when that lower VWAP band starts to go sideways and kind of bottom out, that's when that stock's going to be done tanking. It wouldn't surprise me if it got below 133 though, for sure. Just a hair, just a smidge atronious. How would you play that with news? Would you wait for it to get some action first or enter right away going long? SNGX, Deck used to, I went over this early concrete trader, so Deck used to play these. His saying back in the, now these super small cap plays he wouldn't have touched, me neither. But he would have said, early bird gets the worm. That's what Deck always would say. Early bird gets he would be already, I would come in at 7 o'clock. And this is Central Time. So Deck this is essentially, 30 minutes after Deck starts his stream. He's, of course, already up, right? Obviously, because the stream's up. He had already banked on the early bird gets the worm. It'd be a play that spiked from like $2 up to $3.30 or $5 up to $8 or whatever. He's banked on it. News came out. He was really good at that for a while. I don't know whatever happened to that. He was really good at it. Honestly. But it can be done. Mel, there used to be a guy in chat. Mel, the best I've ever seen it besides Deck was really good. Was Mel in chat. Mel's not around anymore. Mel 1981 and 419 Tech. They were by far the best ever doing this that I've seen in chat at least. Now you got Mr. G. I don't know if he's up that early getting these when they're coming out in the morning. But that they jump on that news as soon as they see it. They kind of look at like 2 or 3 things real quick and they just jump in. I don't do that. I would wait for a setup. In this case for like SNGX, really it's pretty simple. I mean, at least what I would have been looking for would have been, and it's so hard to even see this as you can see because of how much we spiked today. I would have went for like that downtrend break, right? So you break this downtrend at the opening bell. Watch when this, of course I wasn't there yet. It's hard to see. Once I zoom out, you'll see it a little bit better. Look what happens when you break that downtrend at the opening bell. You break that downtrend and then boom, you're off to the races. Downtrend to VWAP break, kind of like a trend line to VWAP crack that I talk about all the time. That right there is money. I mean, that's your entry, right? That's reading charting. Over high of days, another one. Over pre-market highs, that's the other. That's it. Those are your 2 entries. That way you get the initial run up. You're in way down yonder in the Chattahoochee. You got the downtrend to VWAP break. You got the high of day break or whatever. Or if you wanted, once this opened up, you have to go back to a 1 minute time frame. But once it opened up over $1 and held, came down, halt strategy, baby. Geek Bomb still trades these. I came up with this in 2019 into 2020. It pretty much hit this on the dot. We halted up at 90 cents. The low was 91 cents. That's your last long, in my opinion. That is your very last long. I would not chase it after that. I'd just watch it go. Watch it go. So you got, multiple ways to trade that right there before you even get to $1, which is money. You get the downtrend break. Let's go back to it. You get high of day break, downtrend VWAP break, high of day break, halt strategy. Boom. 1, 2, 3. Look where you're in at. Low, the worst you could have been at is 91 cents. That's stupid. You're looking back at everyone laughing right now. Not playing the dollar bounce, although it came down to $1 gorgeously and bounced there. Oh, man. Kelly, let's see if Kate pushing on that view up. Yep, Tesla. I just wish you would. We'll get back to better days. That Tesla's a little bit choppy today. But yeah, watch for that VWAP break Kelly in. Push through that and through 242. Only thing holding you down is 242.50, and then you can maybe get back up to the 243s. You got it, concrete trader. Finsta. Trade it up. Saving all my pennies for VVOS tomorrow. Hey, I'm telling you, keep VVOS on high watch team for tomorrow. For that mid-candle breakout. 100%. 100%. SNGX, I did see it halted down team. Small gap down coming. Man. It's all right. Like I said yesterday, taking that little break during lunch unless it's meant to be. meant to be. Baby, baby, baby. Yeah. They're just throwing out different words for either team. You know, just a little singing. Put this up yesterday. Got the new snowman in. Little penguin friends. Last year, y'all said decorate. I decorate. I got lights on the house coming, maybe. I got the doing the corner edging or whatever you want to call it. I got those already on. I don't know why I didn't turn them on last night. I was kind of dumb, but kind of dumb. Still have it. I need to get it working again. How about this team and the big win last night? Once again, baby. Once again, let's pull her up here. Oh man, oh baby, oh baby, oh baby, oh baby, oh baby, oh baby. Last night, the Arkansas Razorbacks. I need to get this going again though. Check this out, team. Boom! Look over here in the corner. Look at that. I need to get this working again. This team is from like 1997. These candy canes are from 1998. This is old school team, but how cool is that? I need to get it working again. That's an Arkansas Razorback. What? That's pretty cool though. Need to get it going again. Big win last night, baby. Go Hogs. Small caps kind of dying back off here, team. I was watching small caps, watching large caps, trying to watch them all with you here. I got large caps pulled up on one Thinkorswim, and then I got small caps pulled up on another Thinkorswim, so I can kind of watch them as they're moving around here. Slow movement here at lunch, so don't force a trade if you're not already in from a previous position. Do not try to force right now. I will say Meta has this opportunity. SNGX is live. Meta has an opportunity for this pullback under this shelf of 324. Under 324, watch for a pullback down to 323.60, 55. Under that, down to possibly 323. So that 324 shelf is on watch. SNGX right off my 1-4 mark like I talked about. Excuse me, team, like I talked about. Whoa. It's like a ghost just took some words out of my mouth. I'm telling you, under 1-4, this will crack back down some more. Oh, yeah, buddy. Man, yeah, but it's well, so I've essentially just put the money down, which wasn't much, but money down for the land, the owner. I know the owner of the land, which is really cool. He also builds houses, so he's been in construction for quite a while. But it's coming along, man, slowly but surely. I'll show you this actually from yesterday. Right here, team, because this is the road before mine. This was his land too as well. That he actually wasn't going to put any houses on, but eventually he was like, which we were talking yesterday. Like, well, I got to have someone help me pay for the land. Well, I don't know why that's not pulling up now, so I'll wait for it to pull up here. We got the internet today issues over here. The internet issues. But went out there yesterday and kind of saw his house and his shop/guest house and then his barn for all his horses. And, oh, man, it's definitely, it's money, let me tell you. I cannot wait, though, my friend, to live, you know what I mean, to be out there, essentially, so to speak. Would definitely be pretty awesome. Ready, friend, ready. Yeah, of course, like we talked about, that AKR is going to be, telling you, have plenty of fun out there, my friend. Here we go, mostly loaded up now. I'll show this real quick. There you go. So this is the road before mine that he did. I was trying to show it here. Beautiful houses, though, so you can see that's what he was, of course. He has to prove everything on the land, too. And here's his land. So there's his house. It kind of unfizzles out there. But that's his house, shop. Anyway, you can see the nice, beautiful houses. Got that nice stateside look, baby. But there's his house. You can see his nice big house. And then behind it, there's a shop with a a guest house too, which I'll kind of, well, I'm about to go down the road here in a minute, but you know, just to see the different houses there, which I love. Every house looking different colors, but this is pulling on to the rest. This is what he has, what he uses. All that land back, you know, his kept going back that way essentially, and you can see all the beautiful. There's his house, and that was the barn, beautiful, massive barn. There's his guest house and shop. So the shop's this, and that's where that DeWalt stuff that I was talking about earlier was, and then the guest house is over to the right of it, and he's got this beautiful, massive barn. Of course, he's got horses. He shows horses, just how gorgeous it was yesterday going out there, and there's his horses and stuff. But yeah, man, dude, one thing at a time. That's what meant with, like I said, got the architect. Well, I mean, anyway, but yeah, meeting with the architect, that's the first thing. So you got to design the house, right? Got to have some kind of floor plans. Then go out with have an appraiser go out there and look at the land with the floor plans and say, hey, here's how much it's probably going to cost. Then we go to the bank, you know, and say, okay, boom, here's everything. I got everything you need, baby. Let's find the best deal possible for me. You know, let's do this. Let's do this. And so, yeah, man, I'm ready. It's just, I'm ready for the end of this month. So, like, January, it'll be like kind of like Christmas, you know, it'll be fun kind of leading up to it because I'm going to be done before Christmas, essentially. So, by Christmas, I'm literally going, oh, boy, it's all done. Ye freaking ha. You know, and then it really just becomes, because he was talking about it yesterday in the process where they take the draws out, like, we're getting this done, foundation, and they're doing that, and they're doing this, and he's like, you'll probably have to write, like, 50, 60 checks. And I'm like, because I didn't realize, so I'll get the loan from the bank, right? And then I'll just have to write those checks as they come out. Because I'm never putting, you know, I mean, hey, I'd love to do the cash thing, but even if I had cash, why wouldn't I still for interest rate? I mean, for I should say for, I can't even talk right now. Oh my gosh, like your credit score, all the different things that you build up, right? It's awesome to just finance something, then pay it off with your cash and the money that you have, you know? You don't have to have it for the full duration and pay all the interest on it is what I was going to say. Well, that's why I said interest. Like if you have a car, I wouldn't pay a car in cash. Hell no. I'm going to get the best. They're going to give you a better deal too if you try to finance it most of the time. I'll finance that thing if I had that much, you know what I mean? Cash. Here you go. First payment. Thank you for my car. Banks will hate you. Dealership loves you. And just keep going back and give them more. I see that it's supposed to 100%. Oh, yeah, gotcha, yeah. Oh, you kidding me? Yeah, buddy. I don't do dirt bikes, but I'll be on the four-wheeler for sure. You know, I need four wheels. Maybe one day down the line I'll go two wheels again. Looking at NVDA too. Nice drop on trend line crack. Yeah, a little micro trend line crack right there. I'm still watching Meta for that end of day pullback here under this, because we're getting kind of pullbacks across the board. So Meta, or NVDA I should say, looking for NVDA here for some more pullback here, team. Smithville is not done yet either. So Smithville, I know SNGX isn't fully done, but Smithville isn't done either. So Smithville, keep this one still on watch. It's creeping. Oh, here comes NVDA team. NVDA, get ready. NVDA team, here we go. NVDA, I'm going to go ahead and pull the trigger. I am in. NVDA right now, again, I am in. Tomorrow's expiration date, 465 puts for the low of day crack here. Down to 465, below 465 to 464. Looking for some more pullback here on NVDA. Small little trade I'm going to take. Not going to go in big on NVDA here overall. Did I even get in? What happened there? I didn't get filled, team. I don't know why I did not get filled there. I'm on my options page right now. That's really odd. Very odd. Okay. What? There we go. All right, there we go. Now I'm in. Now I was like, okay, I'm going to get in now. I'm still going to get in for more pullback right now. I have no idea what happened right there. I'm really kind of lost. I have no idea why I didn't get in right away. But I am going to take this right now, team. Right now, in this, for this low of day, more movement on NVDA. On NVDA for the way down here. We need to stay under 466, though. Need to stay under 466 for more reversal. Got to stay under 466. Got to stay under 466 here. If we do not, I'm just going to take this and be like, bye. This is why I don't trade at lunch. Got to stay under 466 right now, team. All right, let's see how that works to get the bike in. There you go. There we go. Okay, there we go. There we go. I can do that too. Could do that too. Could do that too. Yeah, buddy. Could do that too, 100%. I like it. I like where your head's at, mister. I like where your head's at, mister. Get me more wheels. I can ride it. I always wanted a motorcycle. I mean, I love bike. Ride a bike. I've always been able to ride a bike, but we have bikes. Me and my wife ride bikes, but yeah, it's doing a motorcycle is a little bit different to me, in my opinion. Doing a motorcycle to me would be like, oh yeah, a little different right there for sure. Or dirt bike, which I want to get to. I'd love to. I've always wanted one. I was on a Hayabusa forever ago. And kind of was one of those things where I was just like, oh my gosh, I would love to be able to go fast like this all the time. This is why I don't trade at lunch. You can see this is exactly why I don't trade at lunch, team. Literally. Oh, NVDA! This will be the last lunch trade I take. I'm gonna slap myself on the wrist for a week, unless the dump hasn't, like the super dump hasn't happened, and we're like at this. I don't know. I'm gonna slap myself on the wrist. We're getting this just slow, nothing movement here, team, across the board. So NVDA. Anyway, sorry, I thought that was a spy that I had up over here. I forgot it was a spy. It's just been slow. We're slow at lunch. Slow at lunch, team. Slow at lunch, team. Slow at lunch. What we got here? Come on and crack back already, you ass. Small little pullback. There we go. See, there's Meta. Meta gave you a small one there. Meta gave you a little something there under the 324. Meta under 324 worked out. Meta under 324 worked out. Let's go. Come on, NVDA. Let's go. Chat with Night Trader in the other lobby. I may just wrap up, team, because this is taking forever to dump down, and it's starting to hurt my trade here. I thought we were about to start getting that pullback through 365. It's like as soon as I take this just wrap up this trade right now, it'll just dump through 365 down to 363. You know, like. Let's see. Kellyanne. Tesla, did it crack back finally? Did Tesla finally give you a little crack back? Yep, there you go. Trend line crack. There you go. Nice. Trend line crack. Boom. Look at that. So there's the place. You know, there's your little trend line crack. It's not major, but there's your bigger move right there. And see, this is what I'm kind of talking about, where it's not completely dumped out yet, where, you know, NVDA is so far down. You know, you're kind of chasing at that point a lot of the time, where this was a little bit more of a methodical and makes sense of a set. Same with Meta. You know, when you crack this area, I know it's in the in-between. We're not at low of day yet, But at least you can short it down to the low of day area, and that meta was a better trade. Finally, NVDA, go baby! Go baby! Go baby, go baby, go baby, go baby, go baby! Go baby, 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 go! I am taking profit. Lego! I told you that's why I didn't get out. I was like, I swear this is gonna start dumping. That's it. Take it. I took some profit there. I am done. There's your lunch trade for the day, babies. Babies and ladies and gentlemen. Finally. There's some movement. I was like, all these other ones are moving. Come on, NVDA. Finally. Baby. Perfect profit taken too. Look at that reverse right back on up. See, this reminds me of meta. Look, I'm going to go back to meta yesterday, team. This reminds me of meta yesterday. Look at this from yesterday. See this last little dip right here, team? We have this low of day, last little dip. I'll try to zoom back out so you can see it a little better. And that was a low of day, I'm pretty sure, for the rest of the day, if I'm not mistaken. I'll go back. You know what? Let's just go to a 15-minute time frame to make it easier so you can see this. See this low of day creation, and you get this last little short. Watch that be it for NVDA, and that was a last round right there, and it's not going to be a major guy. We got the pullback we were looking for. Nothing major, just a quick little dollar hit. Sorry, my speakers are still just slammed out. Oh, y'all like the Christmas tree? I forgot about the Christmas tree in the background. I just barely caught it with my peripherals. Y'all notice? Did anyone notice the Christmas tree? Anyone? Anyone notice the little baby girl? Little baby girl Christmas tree? Right there. Well, my big old fat head was in the way all day. I was trying to get a little Christmassy in here for you guys, you know. I guess I could put this back there to give a little display. Although, see, I should do that at lunch because it's been such a good trading. I've had this since last year, team. I have not left it. So Sky Chimp, we don't see him too much in chat anymore. He's a gold member. You know, you'll look for him in Dex lobby, and of course, used to be in my lobby here and there. But he got this for me last year, of course, Razorbacks, right? Let's go Hogs. So he got this for me last year, and I put it right there for Christmas, and I've not moved it. It's been sitting right there since. You know, it's been my little good luck charm. It's been my little baby, so to speak. Oh, look at NVDA dumping here, team. NVDA is doing a little doozy woozies on the sloozies here. Yeah. Oh, right. Sorry, team. This is what happens when you're by yourself a lot. You know, you're like an only child / kind of mentality, so to speak. How do I get all these emails? Like seriously, team, just it's like ridiculous. Just I delete them and then I get like 4 more right after I delete them. I know my Bed Bath & Beyond is coming today. I'm so ready for it. My 16-foot, what's his face? Grinch. Cool. Anything else you want to go over? Any questions you want to go over? Anything, team? Anything? Honestly, at all? Anything at all? You got it. Something like that? Anything, team? I know we got about 40 minutes left here today. Got about 40 minutes here left here today overall. For me at lunch. Traded up, VVOS. Let's see here what I'm expecting for tomorrow. Let's see, still, yeah, oh yeah, for yeah, okay, there we go. Like it, love it, want some more of it. Can I sign in? How do I sign in? Can I sign in? Do I have a sign in? Can I sign in? I don't remember. Oh, it's Stud and Dud. I need to figure out my other one. My actual, I don't even use X or Twitter or whatever the hell that shit's called anymore. I like how it's called X, but it still is twitter.com, you know, like, well, what is it, Elon? What is it, man? Taylor Trader. Oh, Taylor Trader. What happened to your original? I guess you got out of your put or your calls. Weren't you in calls, Taylor Trader? Weren't you originally in calls? Good job on the puts, though, boss. Amazing put play. It put its way down a lot today. Cali Kid VS over 25 looks like some people are trying to get in early. What's your play on? What's your play Friday? I know, because tomorrow's Freaky Friday too. It's crazy. Oh man, VVOS. You know, because I thought today over 30, I didn't want to trade it. I was busy and I just alerted it to you guys, and I came back and looked over 30. It really didn't do much. Yeah, I don't know, man. I haven't seen them that much, so it's hard for me to, you know, if I had a good memory and tell of them, like, oh, here's how they work, you know, but it's been so long since we've seen I mean, really, you know, do we even get it tomorrow? Now, I really love it. It's on super duper high watch for it, but does it actually happen? Boom, man, I would almost just want to wait for high day to break. You know, maybe we matriculate up, and so that makes it easier to see, hey, over this, we have room to run if anyone has 32.50 and after hours turned on, or 32.25, whatever you want to call that. Then we just start racing, in my opinion. So this one's a little tricky. It doesn't have like a clear-cut takeoff juncture. I thought it was 30 because of this, and look what we did afterward. Well, we did that today. We got over 30, and no one really came in and didn't give three shits. So we'll go with, you know, 31.25 and 32.25. Once we get through both of those, that's where we'll just skyrocket. Skyrockets in flight. So yeah, Cali Kid, a lot of the time you like to get in, you know, usually what you're looking for is the break of, and that's usually what I'm doing on these, is the break of the high of day for the day. So it's not this big of a range. You know, usually mid-cap or mid-candle breakout plays, we're going, you know, just say for instance, it's going from $2 to $4, maybe $5, right? Whatever it went the day before. It went from, we'll just say it went from the below $1 up to almost $5, went to $4.80. Well, then today's mid-candle breakout to where today's high is, you know, $3.10. Well, that's not far to break from 250. You know, 250, and that's not far away. That could easily be, that's money for that next leg up, and to then test this original high. And if we get over that for your mid-candle break, boom, then we're really off to the races. Well, that makes it a little harder with these this is truly a mid-cap play. Hopefully that makes sense, VVOS. I mean, Fifi, I called you VVOS. Hopefully that makes sense, Cali Kid. Hopefully that makes sense, Cali Kid. His name is Cali Kid, and he comes from California. Not another bad short opportunity on NVDA here, as it's rejecting at that 466, kind of the original low of day area. It's rejecting back off of that pretty nicely right now. Nothing major, but a quick pullback right here. Cali. SNGX still just, you know, doing its thing, not doing too much. Min-M, same thing. Not a lot of movement here on these plays over lunch. Smiffle. Nothing much here going. I mean, the small cap plays have died back off again. Still doesn't mean they're going to, you know, they're not done for the day. NBSC, I didn't realize that did halt up. I just saw this on the halt scanner too. Okay. IXH. Okay, that one's all over the place. I wouldn't consider this one fully done yet, but I mean, you go from, you know, 1240 and you gapped up to that, and then you just halt your way down to 6. You know, that's 100% move to the back to the bottom side. Got to be careful. Any of these, excuse me, team. Any of these, you have to be careful. The low floats. The low floats. Very low floats. Get rid of SNGX for now until we need that again. Tesla trading inside an intraday wedge at this point. Yeah, it's one of the reasons Tesla kind of moved away from it. It's got amazing moves to start the day a lot of the time, and that's where a lot of the move comes from, and then you deal with this the rest of the day. Kind of choppier movement. You get some good moves, right? But this is just what you want. I mean, you like that just solid flush. NVDA still could be possibly coming down some more. Crude. Seems like the slowness is what kind of happened yesterday afternoon until about. Yep, right. Yep. Definitely has been. You've gotten some moves here and there, but for the most part, I've noticed that with lunch where we've been a little slower here recently. Honestly, for the most part, we've been a little bit slower during lunch, and usually we're there for a while. That trend was late summer into the first part of fall. We were getting moves right now. This would be the right now watch for a move, watch for a big move. And usually the setup almost correlated with that too. So you had a good setup to go with it. We're not getting that, this month, unfortunately, really, especially toward the end of the month, I should say. So yeah, it's been one of those things where for whatever reason, I don't know why, but right now, because I'm looking at the clock, this is the time. This was that time for a while where we were getting really solid moves. Double win last night too. I keep forgetting where my Nuggets at. So Nuggets. A lot of injured this year, and they once they get full strength again, but I've had to deal with some injuries and players out, but nice W last night. Got the W for the Hogs. That was a big win against the Duke team, man. I'm sorry, I'm still pumped on that. SNGX coming down some more. SNGX coming down some more here, team. Looking like maybe we could have a slow death. A lot of these small cap plays coming up through lunch hours, and NBSE could be the one that takes off. Smith will still here on watch as well, unless we get back under, I'd say 340-ish area or so. That's when Smith would start to die off more, in my opinion. You're fine. You get in there with him. Get in there with him, mister. There you go. You can't really lay under it. Sorry, Bubba. Alrighty, team. We're really slowing down right now. Yawn. But the NVDA still dumping though. NVDA could be hitting new lows here. NVDA. Oh man. G.I. Jane, I just thought about that. G.I. Jane, because you asked about it earlier. Did you take the short ever? I forgot about that. Did you actually take the trade with me, G.I. Jane? Forgot that you asked about it earlier, and you said, I'm not taking it unless it gets under 465. Minim, yep. Minim's still on watch by far, like Deck talked about earlier. I don't remember him talking about that. As long as we stay... As long as we stay around that VWAP and don't really just start dumping on down, it's going to be on everyone still watching it. Everyone's still, well, hold on. We may have spoke too fast. Watch out. Yeah. Announcer's jinx right there, Cousin Greg. Well, let's see here. He is 7 of 7 tonight at the free throw line, team. Down 1 point here. Just made the last free throw. 5 seconds left. He makes this free throw. The game is tied. Oh, he missed it. Oh, no. Rebound. Oh, no. Damn it. I shouldn't have spoke too soon. Oh, that's always the worst when it's your team, too. Always the worst. You're like, why did you say anything, you asshole? I have a Zoom team, actually, which is so funny. Zoom, people that work for Zoom, want to do a Zoom with me. So I've been using them for 3 years now almost, and they want to do a Zoom with me, which was really funny. So I have a Zoom right at the top of the hour. So in like 28 minutes, I forgot I have a Zoom call, team, with Zoom themselves. They want to ask about my experience and journal it, and would I be open to sharing my experience? Like, sure, what the hey? What the heck? Just do it. Let's do it. Not seeing a lot, team. Again, right now it's really slow. Honestly, it's slow right now. Don't try to go out there and knock a home run out. You're lucky to get like this. Tesla was money in the end. I know Kellyanne traded it earlier. She was in this. I don't know if Finster traded it too. That was a nice trend line crack. Meta had a decent 324 shelf crack on down into 324. Nothing too crazy, but down to 323 so far. And then NVDA had his micro pullback here under that area that I talked about. Nothing major, but about $1.50-ish or so. What else is moving? Is NFLX doing anything? No. Is Microsoft? No. Double bottom, though. So Microsoft, watch for that 376 crack. Apple, nope. Not really too much right now across the board. I haven't looked at SPY in a minute. It's not doing much. When the call starts, you should be like changing your shirt or something. No, right, Cousin Greg. Well, Cousin Greg, what I'd love to do. Let's see here. Oh, what the hell? Right here. One of those, Cousin Greg. Right, I'm not even sitting down. I have the zoom on. I just have the zoom on, and she's like, because it's actually with the female, and she's waiting. I come around the corner. Oh, hey guys, I'm sorry I'm late. Just have I think that'd be hilarious, just chair sitting there empty. She's like, what the hell? The zoom's on. Where'd he get? I walk around the corner. It would be classic right there. Oh, love me some old Willie. Willie. Finster. Yeah, right. That would be... Oh, Minnow the Minnow, still not done. Cousin Greg, here you go. You spoke a little too soon, but he's trying to revive himself. Still not done yet, Minnow. Minnow. All right, Minnow. Here we go. Got to get the minimum out of it. I would say, team, let's go back with Minnow. Over 750. Watch for that spike up. 750 to 775. Tough. Over that, team, we've got room through 8, in my opinion, up to about the 830 mark. So 750 is your real first kind of takeoff area. Any stocks you want me to break down, team? Any questions? Any charting? Anything at all that you guys need from me? Let me know right now. Got about 20 minutes left here till I call it a day. Small little lunch trade today, and you kind of realize now after again seeing these small lunch moves, and we're getting to that small time. Until I start seeing bigger lunch moves, team, I'm gonna probably call it a break of trying to get trades in at lunch. I was thinking maybe today because of the setups, maybe we possibly could get, but then I've seen this too much here recently to really want to take those shorts. Well, why'd you shut my blinds, mister? What are you doing, trying to look out the window? Why don't you lay down, big boy? Google, lay down. You're fine. VVOS is still creeping. Cali Kid. Oh, boy. Oh, jeezums. We don't want this to go yet, I'll tell you that. You don't want this to go yet. Now, Green Day's not bad, but you don't want this to go yet. That's for damn sure. VVOS, calm it down. Chill her out. Simmer down now. We want you to go tomorrow. Save all that juice and all that testosterone, whatever you want to call it. Save that for tomorrow. Save the juice for tomorrow. Jalen, look at a 4-hour on Tesla. It looks like to be bouncing off an uptrend. Thoughts? Let's look at it. And I'm definitely going to think or swim. Because it actually has a 4-hour time frame. Oh, wow. It do. That's the wrong line. You idiot. Then is that what you're looking at right there? Is that what you're looking at, Jay? Is that what you're looking at? Jeremy, Joseph, Johnny, Josh maybe, Jared. Maybe it's just Jay. Parents move simple. Jay. We call him Jay. Is that what you're looking at though, boss? I see it. That's what you're seeing. I do see that down. Or uptrend. You said uptrend. Shit. Let's go the other way. My bad, because we see two. Bum bada bum bum bum. Sorry, AK doesn't read sometimes. Boom. Is that the uptrend channel you're talking about? Or is this the uptrend channel you're talking about? There's this one too. I don't know. There's so many. It's Jason. Ah, shit. How did I think about Jason? Is that what you're looking at? Uptrend. Yeah. So does that make sense there? Is that it, boss, right there? Is that what you're looking at? These two? I would go with two different ones are in this. I'll leave them in. Bouncing off. I don't know what bounce off. How do you have a trend line any tighter? Where would your trend line be then? Because this is where my trends are at. These are where my trends are at. Two touches, and then two touch, then another touch. That's where my lines would be at right there. Or there's this like support line, in a 4 hour, but that's like not an uptrend or anything. But that's where I'd have my uptrends. Now, if you want to have another one in there, kind of slide through there. If you want to try to get in maybe, I don't know, a little higher you could, but it looks like it cracked it. If you try to go in, like start it from here and go up. What I typically do when I'm trying to find my trends and where they're at, I really want to see a lot of touches and or does the bottom support where you're bouncing at match up with it. Like, is it parallel with it? And this one is pretty parallel. So let's go with the downtrend has this support, in my opinion, for the most part. Somewhere in there, and it's pretty parallel, right? That's kind of where you're until this area where you just dump through it, which you could go a little lower if you want to. You could call that the bottom of the trend if you want something like that. But you want something parallel. And then same for the top. Or just say for the bottom when you want a top. It's like where you don't want like a line going way up this way, or if anything, you want it closing down on your trends. And this one to me would be really this uptrend channel. The resistance doesn't really have anything, so this one's not perfect, but I can see it. This uptrend channel is a little better because this resistance I would mark in at like right through here, right? Something like that. You can come down with it a little bit, right there, and so you can see that's where I would mark in. I don't even know where you're getting that at, boss. I don't know how you're getting that line to touch right there. I think you're just a little further off the lines than I am. I like getting in with the bodies of the candles more so. It's like this, like if I did these lines perfectly, I would have a line probably about right there because that's where the lowest body of the candle confirms. And then I go back down this way, resistance. You know what I mean, Sam? And then you can then this also has resistance, support, resistance. This is gorgeous to me. This is A1A what I'm looking for every single time in an uptrend channel. So those were where my lines would be at. I do see yours, but I like mine a little bit more in the bodies of the candles. I can see if yours were more in the bodies of the candles, then you have to adjust the bottom part where you were touching a few Fridays ago, which were, you're kind of in the bodies of the candles a little too much there. I'd pull that down a little bit and then get more into the bodies of the candles up top, like we're last Monday, like into the Monday and Tuesday of this week. And that way, but then that means the trend line's cracked. Let's see. Does that make sense though, Jalen? And Finster. No, he's in a 4 hour. I can tell just by looking at each candle should have two candles. So every day should have two candles, and I see it every day. You know what I mean? So I see where he's basing his off of Friday before last. Like it's through this lower shadow. I would have mine more into the bodies of the candles though, a little bit more so. And so my trend is a little bit lower. My trend's a little low here, and you can see Tesla still going down lower. Mine would be at 36.25 at this point, somewhere right around there. Does that make sense though, Jalen? Hopefully so. Then it's gonna look all wonky in a 5-minute time frame. But I'll leave that in there for now. But yes, I do see yours, boss. But I just, you know what I'm saying. I am super anal about certain things in life, and trend lines are one of them. I am an anal creature about trend lines for sure. It does. I'm so confused on why mine looks so different. It's not that different. It's not that different. You know, if we zoom out here, yours is just, you just have yours. I'll go back to the 4 hour. You just have yours a little tighter up top. And so if you look and compare the two, you know, if you're looking at the two of these, I'll pull your picture over. So what we're doing here, why yours looks a little different. Oh, come on. Don't do that to me now. Come on here. Don't do that to me now here. Yours, see how it's like barely touching? Mine's into this body of the candle here. Into that body of the candle. Right? And let's just go back to this Friday, or this, I should say, this Friday right here. See how mine's in with that wick and yours isn't at all? Yours isn't up in there. You know, you've got yours trying to touch down here on the Thursday and Friday before last, right here. Which to me, that trend should connect with this down here. You know, if wherever you want to adjust that at and get it in there perfectly with the bodies of the candles. So that's then way down here. You're trying to create a trend right through here, essentially, is what you're doing, right? You're trying to create a trend somewhere through there is what you're doing. I see that. That's not overall the uptrend channel, in my opinion. That's just me. Don't be getting all mad at me. Don't be getting mad at me now. But that's just where I'd have my trend overall. And the main reason with this one is when I go back and do this, I love doing this. And I see resistance becoming support, and about as good as you can with a large cap play. So resistance, and then support. You know, that's the trend to me. This would be the first trend that you need to worry about. You know, that's just the uptrend channel. Don't worry about that. It's the top of the resistance. This would be the line, you know. And I'm always worried about getting it in. See how I'm in with the body of the candle there? I don't care about the wicks. Wicks can go through it all at once. Sometimes they'll touch, which is great. I want to be in with the bodies of the candle. That's just how I've learned to do my charting. Again, myself. It's just me. You don't have to do it. You know, you do use. You do use. Boy, that downtrend's really... Okay, there's the big downtrend. I don't know where that downtrend came from. That makes sense, though, Jalen, again? Does that make a little more sense kind of looking at it, you know, comparing the two? You're not that off. You're not that far off. No one really ever is. That's why I've noticed doing one-on-ones with like 200 traders, essentially. I've noticed that you're not off. You know, you literally are just, you've had a couple of beers. You know, maybe you had a strong drink or two. You know, and it's just, you drunk goggles a little bit, right? So you're not like fully drunk. You know, you're breathing like if what's the legal limit's like 0.08. You're like at 0.04, 0.05. You know, you're just like, okay, let's drink some water. Let's get a cheeseburger and some fries down. You know, go take a nap. Most people are right there. They're so close. So it doesn't take much to adjust that, really. The major thing is applying what you're learning and seeing. Very hard for people, humans, to do that, really, honestly, for whatever reason in the stock market and trading. People get scared, don't trust themselves. That's another thing, too, I always laugh about and joke about. Like, man, the more I do this, I'm like, people have got some trust issues with themselves, you know, like major trust issues. You got it, Jalen. Alrighty. Team, anything else you want to go over? Any main questions? Anything else you guys want to go over? Anything? Let me know. Got that emergency pizza from Domino's. Love it. Got that emergency pizza from Domino's. Free pizza anytime I want it. That's why I lose on my... oh, yeah, for sure. J-Web. Oh, I know. Yeah, that's lack of discipline and trust, patience. Those are usually the main things why people lose. For sure. 100%. Because if you don't trust yourself or trust what you're seeing, or is this the right trade? Should I go long or short? Is this the crack? Is this the breakout? How big should I go? All these, you're just questioning. You know, too much questioning. You got to be robotic. And the more you do that questioning, typically it leads to indecisiveness, and indecisiveness leads to hesitation. Hesitation leads to poopy trades. Slower lunch, team. This was definitely a slower lunch today. I'm glad we at least got a trade in overall. You know, kind of breaking these plays down too. Just look at what you should be looking for Even like Jalen there, just working with trend lines. So Jalen, you can see this kind of coming down more. So just, stuff like that. Anytime you need help, team, please let me know. Go over stuff. Ask me questions. Verify. Re-verify. Use this time as like a one-on-one with me where you can ask and go over your trades or here's where I see a trend line. Do you see it there too? Let me match something up with you. Relation confirmation, as I call it. Had the last little bit of my chicken and dumplings last night, team. Oh, man, that was so fire. I can't wait to make those again. I got to make a bigger batch next time. Got to make a bigger batch. I really wanted to enjoy more of those. I only really got like 2 good servings, I'd say, of the dumps. Those things are good. I'll call it 2.5. 2.5. Oh, they're so good. Any socks? Anything, team? Anything you want to go over? Last 5 minutes here. I'm going to call it right before the top of the hour so I can take a small little break before I have my little Zoom meeting with Zoom, which is funny to think about. Anything else, team? Finster heard you mention earlier, but Tesla short on Lotto play for 232. Let's see. Top trend line. Higher reward. There you go. It's all right. For dump. At event timing. Well, maybe they'll break another glass. When is the event? When is the event? When is the Tesla event? When is the round 2 of the You Can't Break Me truck? When's Cyber truck coming out? Cyber Monday truck. Why wouldn't they do it on Monday anyway? Why wouldn't they have done it on Monday? Why wouldn't you have done that on Monday, on Cyber Monday? I'm sorry. I know Elon's kind of smart and all, but there's sometimes where I'd be walking circles around that fool. No lie. I know he's smart and all, but bro, you called it a cyber truck. Cyber Monday. What are we doing? It's Thursday. It's the last day of the month. I'd wait till tomorrow on Friday the 1st. Well, you should have done Cyber Monday. What are we doing? I'm watching Thursday Night Football. I ain't worried. I'm just kidding. I really am. It is weird that he would not have done that on Cyber. I mean, not that he has every single decision, but I would have done it on Cyber Monday. 100%. Everyone's at home shopping on their computers already. Whatever. I don't know anything. Maybe I know nothing. Jalen, do you only day trade? Do you swing at all? Trading, that is. Yes, I don't really swing that much. I'm swinger. Hey, if that's your thing, if you're into swinging, I totally understand it. I'm more into just having like 10 wide. I'm just kidding. But no, I don't. I want to get into it. I do. And I do very rarely here and there. But it has to be the right setup, and I'm seeing the setup for him, and I'm like, ooh, like we've swung here about once a month. It's about once a month though. I mean, I try to find a good setup, and I'm like, oh man, this is going to be a great swing. Microsoft was one. That was the long we did recently, and then before that was an AMD short. So there are times that yes, I do, but not that frequently. Slowly mastering the game, to me, in my opinion, I want to go slow and steady across the board to get as good as I can across the board. Small caps to large caps. Trying to get options down and better at even options overall and what contracts to choose, etc. And then get into futures possibly and swing trades to kind of round it out. Thank you, though, Austin and Finsta. Send Elon an invoice for the marketing. Yeah, right. I'm like, I won't. Hey, don't. Exactly. Save money on advertising. F them. I agree. Forget the advertising. You don't need it. You're advertising alone. See, I'll just start talking to him. He's going to start getting me. I'm like, listen, I get how this works. I know it works. You are Tesla. You are Twitter. Okay? All you need to do is post stuff. You can advertise. It's going to reach just as much as those commercials do. Let's just be honest. Right? That's what I thought, Elon. All right. Now, on top of that, why didn't we release the freaking Cybertruck on Cyber Monday? What are we doing? What are we doing? Queenie, leave Groot alone. But I definitely want to get into it, Jalen. It's just one of those things. It's anything, in my opinion, that you do in stock trading, it takes a good amount of time to get, and have to do it frequently. It's not like one of those things like me. I do it once a month. You gotta really start participating in that action, right? If you're gonna get good at anything in life, you've got to participate. If you don't participate, isn't there like a saying with participate? Don't play or hate, participate. Don't play or hate, participate. Maybe that's what it is. I don't remember. Oh, your problem is that you don't have Asperger's like Elon. He wouldn't. Right. Well, I can maybe like pull it off. I'm a decent actor, I think. Right. Remember my acting skills, Mafia. I could probably pull off Asperger's. I could probably pull it off. Just long enough to get paid and do a couple of things with Tesla. I want nothing to do with Twitter or X. I would say, what are we doing here? Let's dump this for real. All right, team. Let's see. J. Dre, what's up? I'm with you now on SPY. Nothing but stock option plays for me from now. Good job, J. Dre. Ain't nothing against the SPY and anyone that trades it daily, you know. But just when I see the chop that the SPY overall creates versus the big movement you can get from some of these other plays, unless you're doing like futures, Queenie, literally, what is your deal? Sit down. Why do you get ants in the pants? It is so weird out of nowhere. You need to start chilling. We're about to be a year. We're almost 2 years old now. We're coming up on it. We're creeping up on 2. Ants in the pants need to leave. We chill. Okay. I love you. But yeah, it's just You know, like, let's just go back to this overall. And I know I was talking, of course, with Zach about this earlier. Oh, that's fine. You know, let's go back to, let's just pull this up so I can show you guys. So we're not beating around the horn or anything. Let's go to the SPY. Okay? Let's go to the SPY. SPY, look how much we're up today across the board. Okay, now those are massive, you know, that's really out, blah, 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 blah. Okay, cool. The most you're seeing is 85, 90%. At times, I'm guessing they moved to 100%, like he said. Let's just go over to NVDA. Not bad. Of course, who would go long today? I don't think anyone would. But, yeah, 300%, 400%, 500%, 600%. That's movement. That's pretty good. Let's go to Meta. That's probably pretty. That's pretty good. 100, 200, 300, 400. That's currently, you know, that's pretty good. Well, let's go to Tesla. Again, there you go on a slower day on Tesla. Still, though, across the board, still beating the SPY, right? That's just why I'm trading those. That's just, it's a no-brainer for me. Now, I know the contracts sometimes are going to be more expensive. Granted, totally understand that. But you're getting much more movement. And that's the thing. You're getting, the delta's the same. It's not like the delta's worse on Tesla or, you're getting, you know, so anyway. And they're also, and I'm come from small cap. So when I go from, okay, SPYs are $1 and NVDAs are 3 or whatever, it's 3, 4. $3-4, I'm all in. That's nothing to me. I know, I guess for some, you know, traders and what they're trading their account size, got it. But, I mean, glad though. I'm glad, J. Dre. Mafia, real quick, last one. I've been swinging trades like LabU using what I learned from you about trend lines so far. So good. Yes, and that's what Mafia, that's what I want to get into. And back to you, Jalen. That's all Mafia's doing. I say treat the daily like you would treat the intra. And then go back and find your trends. Trend line crack, watch for this daily to start going down. Downtrend break, watch for this daily chart to start going up. I mean, it's about as simple as that. I mean, Mafia's been killing it. I mean, honestly. Mafia, I haven't gotten my... Mafia. Still haven't had no text from Mafia, no nothing. $2,000 times 0.12. It is 240. I did do math earlier, right? 240 Mafia. I'm just kidding. I love you guys. I love you, honestly. Love every one of you. Min we'll peep and keep this one on watch for you guys as I get into my little Zoom thing that I have to do. I love each and every one of you. I will be live tomorrow. I had to meet with the architect today. We kind of went over house plans. We're getting that design, kind of shooting ideas back and forth. And we meet again next Thursday, kind of doing Thursdays for the next couple weeks until we get the thing down pat. And then I can start approaching the bank, which hopefully will be maybe next Friday, actually during lunch hours. Which leads me to tomorrow. I am live. Freaky Friday Takeover tomorrow. Min, keep this on watch and definitely keep VOS for Mid-Kennel Breakout on watch for tomorrow. I'll be live about 10 minutes before the opening bells when commentary starts. My lobby is open an hour before the opening bell. So I'll have my lobby up about an hour before the opening bell. Commentary starts 10 minutes before the opening bell. Small caps, large caps. I got you covered. You want anything, team. Small or large. Does not matter. Come over here. I break it down. I trade it. Or, well, I trade, of course, some stuff. But I alert it for, like, LabU. I don't look at LabU. Mafia does. I alert it. I break it down for you. If you need anything at all, team, I am always here for you 100%. I have one last day, too. Again, if you want to take advantage of the Black Monday and or Black Friday, I should say, and Cyber Monday sales, we have the last about 24 to 48 hours to take advantage of that. And here is the morning voice alerts link to sign up. And those are those amazing 1 to 2 minute breakdowns from small cap to large cap. Today I did about 15 stocks because we had so many to go over on it. Well, I say 15, but it was over 10 today for sure. of going over all the small caps and the large caps, where to trade them and how to trade them and what to be looking out for and where to throw the caution, essentially, so to speak. Lost boys, lost girls, hoops to trade. What's up, boss? I'm out of here. Lunch commentary is done for the day. 4 for 4 for the day. Traded NVDA twice, Metal once, and I got, what was it this morning? I can't even remember. The AMPE for the short early on as well. Team, don't be mad or sad if you ever have a bad losing day, because guess what? We all been there. We've all had down days. And no matter what, at some point in time, there's no restriction in this rule. You will play the fool. Okay? It's going to happen. Lost boys, lost girls. See you tomorrow in 3, 2, 1. Bang! Freaky Friday takeover tomorrow, baby. My boy Aaron's coming with me. Let's go.
Sitting around moping, crying. You said you're even thinking about dying. Well, before you do anything rash, baby, listen to this. Everybody plays the Listen, baby, it may be factual, it may be cruel. I ain't lying. Everybody plays a fool. Falling in love is such an easy thing to do, but there's no guarantee that the one you love is gonna love you. Oh, loving eyes they cannot see. A certain person could never be. Love runs deeper than any ocean. You cloud your mind with emotion.
Everybody plays the fool. Come on, Aaron. Sometimes. Let's go. There's no restriction. Oh, no exception. Whatever. No restrictions, exceptions, whatever. Listen, baby. Forget that stupid Zoom call. I'm sneaking.